Welcome to 1407 Great Monkey Lane. This living memory of the X-Men. Don't let anyone tell you different. Okay, today we're going to be reviewing X-Men Red 4. Now, Al Ewing is doing his damn thing. And he has Federico Blee as the artist. And I liked it. Okay, I saw a couple other reviews before putting this up because this issue had a lot to unpack. I mean, it's talking about life and death. It's talking about the ramifications of what happened after the X-Men revealed to the world that they've beaten death. They had the resurrection protocols. And what I've seen is that the rest of the universe are a bunch of haters, except for a couple. I mean, okay, so we start off with the Great Circle of Araco, where Magneto is talking with the rest of the council without Storm being there, and they're all talking about they reject this notion because a life without death is no life at all, or some backwards. I don't get it. And then we get to the Great Galactic Council, where we get Storm, Chikala. We also get the Kree Skrull Empire, the Utopian Kree Empire, the Soul System.
So sorry.
The Galactic Rim Collective, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's really funny how no, that's wrong. Because, all right, so a high-profile murder happens. Yeah, and who happens to be a mutant, and they're talking about whether or not they should bring her back. Or them. And we just get so many, the Galactic Rim is hating because they haven't, the only reason why is because they haven't figured it out. Everybody else, with the exception of Richard Rider, Nova, he's okay. He's the only one who is okay with it. Everybody else has some sort of problem with it because it's about what does life mean if there's no death? This means you're immortal. This means you can bring back a tyrant at any point. And wow, the hate is real. And the thing about it is with the Shi'ar, you can't really trust them because they're always on that shady stuff. They always, if you're reading Mirage right now, this is the 25,600 time they have a secret against the rest of the universe, and they're not saying nothing. Nothing. They're quiet. But the third story is this is the aftermath of Sunspot. This is after Sunspot. After Sunspot, he gets hatched from his egg, and he's met up with the Five and Jean Grey, and he's like, isn't the professor usually here? Because I know that he likes to do this himself. And Jean tells him he can't be here right now. He's resting. He had a really long night. And that's when we see Rockslide and Roberto have a deep conversation about life and death. Um, Rock Slide, this Rock Slide female from Exosaurs is who got killed is now the combination of every rock slide. And he's so philosophical. There's a gentle beast behind it, and it's a really great story. Before go coming up with this review, because there's a lot to unpack, I went over to Comic Book University, my big bro, and J Man, and they had very different takes on this, which I'm kind of in the middle. J Man, he thought this was boring. There's like no action, there's no suspense, and uh, Bill at Comic Book University, he's like, this is a great philosophical issue. It talks about what's going, like, where do the mutants stand? And I'm tend to agree with Professor Bill because, like, yes, the X-Men is about action, big heroes, and like, but this is what it's about too. This is something about the new age of Krakoa that we need to address. We're seeing how the rest of the universe is reacting to this new information. And it's beautiful. I can't wait to see how humanity feels about it because, yeah, we've seen the rest of the universe, but I want to see how like the Atlanteans feel about it. I want to see how the Inhumans, the Avengers, regular people feel about it because you're going to get a lot of hate. I'm giving this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This book has not done me wrong. I love it. It is like on average, it's like 4.5, if not a 5, because wow, I'm anxious to see the next issue. So for 1407 Great Monkey Lane, signing out.